Ah, yes, that's what we love to hear. The electric snake has returned. You can't hear it because I have headphones on, but we are...
Around here now, I have to like modulate what I say.
Yes. Everyone adjust. We gotta fix this. We need to fix... I'm gonna kill you. Alright, we gotta... I think I fixed it. Cool. Alright, let's do a cold open. And then I was all like, but I barely know her. And then because it was a bear, it tore me apart. Hey guys, I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to the Redwood Voicecast.
Maybe it's because the eye tore your bear.
You're way too far away from the microphone, Gwen. You sound like you've been tied to the rafters, and you're speaking from there.
I'm gonna tie you to the rafters.
No. You are not coming through at all.
Really?
Not even a little bit. Oh wow. I don't think Paul plugged in the wrong microphone. It's not a better channel. It's actually
a better channel. 4 is an even number, which makes it solid and friendly.
So, Eleni, could you talk?
Oh, hi.
All right, we're perfect. Just before we started recording, Paul came in as like we were sitting down and just started slumping over the equipment, and I didn't know what was going on, and we've repaired it. We've repaired whatever happened. So now we can start the Voicecast.
Am I coming in?
Yes.
Good.
Did we do a cold open already?
What?
Electric snake.
Well, I can hear the snake.
That's
Sounds
much
more like
worse.
a cicada, though. Cicada.
Electric cicada. Welcome to the Redwood Voicecast.
You're not welcome. We hate you.
I'm going to kill you. Let me intro us.
We hate you so much.
The Redwood Voicecast is the show of all things Redwood Voice. I am Persephone That's on me. Gwen, introduce yourself. I'm Persephone Corvid Rose, director of Redwood Voice.
I am Gwendolyn Rose, and you don't need to know my last name.
Hi, I'm Eleni. You also don't need to know my last name.
I only do that for credit. Just like, I want... And Eleni, this is the first time you've ever been on the air, I imagine. I apologize for the first impression that this must have given you.
I don't.
I feel like it truly, captures how we function.
It really captures showbiz. You get 3 neurodivergents in a bar.
If this were really like showbiz, there'd be more coke.
Well, that's like pricey showbiz. We're a radio station. That's TV.
No budget. We just have to inhale wall paste.
Radio's heroin. We probably shouldn't talk about this on the show we're being paid for, because the Redwood Voicecast, you see, it's about all things Redwood Voice, including the people who make it happen.
Including heroin.
This is the 2nd episode of the new season, or episode 7. Gwen, you've been on an episode. Eleni, again, you've never been on the air.
I had 3 lines.
How's it feel? I'm gonna kill you.
What if I kill you first?
I love the vibes. It's very exciting.
I am trying to be restrained and not let the instinct to be a nuisance take over.
How have y'all's days been?
Well, I got up. I had some peanut butter toast. I took my Prozac. I drove in a car for a while. I came here. I had a pesto sandwich. I got mad I got way too many coffees. I sat down. I did some work. I forgot how to do work. I contacted my friend who has ADHD for advice on how to do work. He's not doing work either. We both didn't do work for a while. Then we did work again, and now I'm here.
Is your friend with ADHD my brother with ADHD?
It's your brother, and me. Yeah. Your friend.
Sorry, Electric Snake is back.
It's your friend, Avi Kritz. This is a shout out to Avi Kritz on the radio. He's a sweet, sensitive boy, and we love him.
If I just hold the wires like this, it still doesn't do anything. People listening just hear a and Eleni. How was your day?
I woke up, got ready for the day, and had to deal with chaotic cats as I left the house. It's my roommate's problem now.
As you started speaking, a just awful squeal is arising from...
It's okay, it's what's going on in my head, too. Just...
We have a pig poltergeist in the machine.
It's a snake.
Pig.
Well, I mean, you also said cicada. What kind of awful chimera is this?
I feel like a snake is more like a whereas a pig is more like
it's
a
not because of
scream.
it's not the sound, it's the shape. I imagine it wiggling through the wires.
Pigs can wiggle.
It's a mini pig. A mini pig poltergeist, so it can fit through the wire.
It's getting real bad.
Jeez.
All right.
You should blame it on Paul.
I'm glad you guys...
I'm at Paul.
we can't swear.
Darn
so,
it,
Eleni,
Paul.
welcome to Daytime Radio.
I remember.
We actually can't swear. I think you actually listened to... You were one of the few people who's listened to the Redwood Voicecast, which is a thing I love saying on this show. We have the Victorian child orphan rule. We have little Elliot here who has never heard a single dirty word in his life, and if he does, he'll die. If a woman shows an ankle, then he's going to be respectful. He's going to be very respectful because he has not been taught misogyny. But...
We love our Victorian child.
The thing that I love when my favorite part of radio shows is the deafening silence.
I can make noises if you want me to.
The electric snake's doing it enough.
It's not silence.
So Gwen, Eleni, you want to tell the people what we did today?
We started the process of one of our new creative stories. And figured out interview times for an awesome story we're going to report on.
All right, yeah, Eleni leading it in. Gwen, reel it in.
We learned about D&D therapy, which presumably differs from regular D&D in that you call it therapy instead of justifying it as a recreational thing where you just roleplay out your traumas and self-project your own traits into characters which are officially in no way related to you.
I do believe it is recreational therapy, is the type that it is. We talked to the very one and only KFUG's own John Degler, or JD.
You don't know that. There might be more of them.
There's only one John Degler.
We need to fact check you on that.
Well, no, he hired assassins on every other John Degler there was, and
oh my god. Just like the Terminator.
He created a
just
group
like
chat
the Terminator,
where every John Degler to exist is in that group chat, so he could figure out where they are, so it's easier to assassinate
and he contained them.
What if he ate them to encompass them in himself?
We need different microphones. This sucks. I am holding. So you know how, to our radio listeners, which is everyone, I am holding the wires and the thing that holds the microphone because the pressure seems to be what grounds the snake. It's like I'm choking the snake.
I'm also.
Or I guess the cicadas. I'm just strangling it.
It's like when you have those really bad headphones and you gotta orient the headphone port a certain way for it to get.
It is exactly like that.
Music.
It's exactly like that, except instead of not clear music, it is the sound of Satan's awful pet coming through the wires and interrupting shows. I can't tell you how many things this sound has ruined. How many recordings that have gone out the window, how much content has been destroyed because of this, and I don't think anyone intends on replacing it. We just kind of have to deal with it. So I have my own microphone.
Jeez Louise.
Eleni, I think it's your microphone.
Oh no.
Do we want to switch them to over here?
Yes. Everyone rotate by one. It's still there. Now it's this. Now it's 4, but 4 isn't plugged into 4.
I don't understand any of these terms.
It's okay. I'll just keep holding the wire. Guys, say something entertaining.
Strangle the electric snake.
Basically. Okay.
These all sound like euphemisms for something I shouldn't say on air.
Speaking of things you should say on air, though, Gwendolyn. Gwen, talk about yourself.
My name is Gwendolyn, like I've said. I usually go by Gwen for short. If somebody calls me Gwendolyn in public, I either think they're mad at me or they want something from me. I
refer to you exclusively as Gwendolyn, I'm sorry.
It does put me a little bit on my toes, but you're technically my boss, so. I was born in the Sierra Nevada mountains. I lived there my first 2 years. As a result, I have a penchant for frigid and high places. Everyone mentions the fact that I'm tall because people have small imaginations and feel the need to point out the same thing over and over and over and over again.
I feel it.
One time a few months ago.
Oh no, my voice. I sound like I'm being torn into the wires. Continue.
One time at a Walmart, like 6 months ago, a small, smelly woman walked up and, like, hugged my waist and stuck her face between my breasts and was like, wow, you're tall. And I've never wanted to kill a human being more than I wanted to kill her in that moment, but I didn't, because I'm a good
Pretty
person.
unfortunate. I'll sick the snake on her. Alright, if I hold it like this, we're fine. So the Redwood Voicecast is being revived. We're planning on doing it weekly.
Call that necromancy.
Wednesday, it's at 1 p.m., like today. And thing that is happening to give us the space to do that is we are actually canceling the News Now newscast. That's right.
We've killed every other reporter here.
We're retiring the newscast segment because it simply takes too much time, it's too much copy editing work, and it takes away from the Redwood Voice where... God, I hate that. So I'm just gonna edit like a tiger mauling me at this part.
Persephone is currently being our little court jester who holds the wires like a sad little jingly fool.
I'm gonna go buy another microphone and we'll do this in my...
That's valid.
Be better. So, Eleni.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself.
Hi. I'm Eleni. I was born in wonderful Gaylord, Michigan, which was probably a premonition to who I'd become.
Lord of the Gays, of course.
I am a wonderful they-them user. I like to self-identify as a little baby punk. It's a vibe. We're vibing.
We love it.
They do have adorable fashion.
They do have pretty adorable fashion.
Thank you.
Are you comfortable with us describing your cute outfit?
Oh, of course.
So, Eleni is wearing a punk rock gothic grandma top, which would look at home on either Morticia or Gomez Adams. They are also wearing long, dark overalls, which extend over the full length of their legs. They have dyed, close-cropped bangs, shaved
the real podcast
sides of their heads, and a small tight bun. They look like the Adams' third, like, child who just, like, lives in the attic and... Like,
isn't that Pubert?
There gonna be another one.
I also hate that his name's Pubert. I feel like saying that would make the child keel over.
I feel like it would make the child think about keeling over.
I feel like they can like was Pubert like did Pubert the boy in like the striped shirt?
That was Pugsley.
Oh, did Pubert have a gender?
Pubert was a baby.
Okay, Pubert was
Baby
a baby
child.
for most of the show, that's right. Okay. There can be more children. Or maybe you're just Pubert growing up and you changed your name.
Mayhaps. We'll
You shaved the
never know.
mustache.
Assigned Pubert at birth.
Well, guys, this snake isn't eating, so unfortunately I think we're gonna call it short, but I think this was a good taste into what radio is. Stay tuned for Does Anybody Really Know What by Chicago. Do you guys have any last words? Just in general, like you're gonna die after this ends.
Smoke.